who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash.
Gah, I feel personally attacked, but now I want DoorDash. So I think I'm gonna order DoorDash. I have Chick-fil-A en route.
Okay, Coast, Tommy. Now, we called them on my old radio show. We did the whole thing on mamonis, right? The Italian word is for the mamonis, or they stay at home, and the moms like the son staying at home longer. But the phrase is becoming popular of these stay-at-home sons because an unemployed Jeopardy contestant says he was just trying to make people laugh. But is this an actual problem in our society?
Hey guys, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lumi, and today we're going to be looking at the rise in stay-at-home sons. Now, I keep seeing this Fox News segment about, it's basically a dig at young men, especially Gen Z, who refuses to work for the bare minimum. Because right now, a lot of people are waking up and they're realizing that you either have two choices. You can stay home and protect your sanity and your physical well-being by not working these crappy jobs, or you can go work and make barely any money just to live for yourself. You're basically living to work, right? So lots of people are choosing the former. But anyway, before I get further into this, I just want to say, if you enjoy this sort of content, please hit that like button. It would really mean a lot to me.
It's a major problem. And you know, Speaker Johnson has been talking about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay-at-home son. They did much the same thing with quiet quitting, where you can go to work and do less. And if you call it quiet quitting, it's somehow better.
I just want to say right off the bat, whoever wrote this Fox News segment script really knew how to rage bait. I mean, they got the whole freaking internet talking about this right now. And I just gotta give them credit where credit's due. It's so funny because the whole thing is it's so telling, right? That like the people in control, the people in power, they're getting nervous because people are upset everywhere. Like you've got people, especially young men who, I mean, let's be honest, they do most of the hard work, the hard labor, like the labor that, you know, like that gives you hazard pay, right? Like linemen and like truck driving and, you know, just like the really dangerous and like oil rig working, right? These kinds of jobs. More and more men are saying, no, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it. And I think, yeah, the people who are in control, they're getting nervous. They're getting nervous. And so they have to get up on their soapbox and start spouting. But, you know, but this is why I respect the hell out of Gen Z for like stepping up and doing something about these horrible conditions that we're forced into, and finally saying enough's enough. It's not worth it. It's not worth going out to work, you know, these dangerous jobs, or just, I mean, it goes both ways. Like even a white collar job, the wages have been stagnant for so long that like they think, oh, if we pay you $40,000, you can live off that. It's like, no, you freaking can't. Like you can't even live off 60 grand by yourself. Like in a big city, people making 60 grand have to like live with roommates, or they go 50-50 with their like significant other. Like we are living in hard times, guys. And I mean, it's no wonder that like people have decided to just like quit altogether, because they'd rather at least be happy and be able to live without risking their life. They'd much rather live on their own terms than just buy the narrative that these two are pushing here on this segment. That basically, it's the tried and true shaming tactic, right? Classic shaming tactic, like, oh, you gotta be a man and you gotta man up and do the hard, heavy lifting. For what? For what? Like, you're not giving me any pay. I feel like there's no respect in it anymore. Like, no one really respects you if you do those kinds of jobs. It's just, for what? Like, genuinely, for what? What is it? What's it worth anymore? Like, you can't just be like, you need to go do this and you're gonna like it. Like, how about no? I would much rather just stay at home and do my own thing on my own terms than buy into this dumb old narrative that they're still trying to push. It's like, I mean, it's wow. I honestly, again, I'm so happy that younger generations are waking up to this nonsense and they're just refusing to participate.
But Laura, I got to tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. You know, that's a big problem. They blame it on women. Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash.
Gah. I feel personally attacked, but now I want DoorDash. So I think I'm gonna order DoorDash right now. Despite them, despite everything, despite everyone. You think I'm joking, but I'm not even joking. I'm placing the order right now. There. I have Chick-fil-A en route.
Well, and also with the rise of AI and AI dating, as they call it, which is sick, it's going to be even easier and perhaps more attractive for these types of individuals to remain behind closed doors. And what does that do to families and young women and dating?
I also blame the social conditioning of the COVID era, the dumbest era in modern American history, because a lot of people, especially these young people, they grew up like this, thinking that it was safer at home, thinking that outside was dangerous, interacting with people was scary. So now you got people that want to literally stay inside and play video games and have AI girlfriends, and that's why we have declining birth rates and a lot of other problems in society. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air, meet people in real life. Let's just get back to basics.
Let's get back to basics, she says, but she offers no solution to the problem. Also, if you notice, they don't address the problem. The underlying problem is money. That's the main issue. No one wants to work because these jobs don't pay shit. They don't pay anything anymore. And you're working 40 hours a week. Like, I'm in the camp that if you're working full time, you should be able to fully support yourself comfortably. Period. Like, the only jobs that should be paying like not so great wages are the really easy to pick up and put down jobs, like the gig economy jobs, because they're designed to be really easy to just pick up and put down. You know, there's no real, like, there aren't any benefits. You're considered like a contractor when you work these types of jobs. So those jobs I understand being like not so great. That's fine. I think we all kind of like understand that. But the full-time, full benefits jobs, those are the jobs that aren't starting to pay well anymore, which is a huge issue. And I think it's probably one of the leading issues for this whole thing, for this entire country. We're seeing the wealth inequality grow because of this issue. I come back to this realization time and time again. I mean, if you've seen my other videos, I like to show this graph right here, how wages have stayed completely stagnant for the past, what, like 20-30 years. Like, it cannot keep up. The wages can't keep up with inflation. And you know, I kind of believe this is by design. If the dollar devalues and the people in power who hold all the wealth and all the, you know, who are the executives, who are the managers, like, these people know this and they're like, well, this is great. Now we can have cheaper labor. Like, that's what it really comes down to. It's really in their best interest with how the way things are currently going. And you know, they're aware of it. I mean, even Donald Trump is aware of it. Like, he has noticed, or he actually brought up the fact that other countries like China are doing everything they can to devalue their own currency so that they don't have to, so that they can get away with paying their people basically almost nothing. And these governments, they hold US dollars or US treasuries or bonds. It's really messed up. So like they hold all their wealth in another country's, or in a foreign country's currency, and then they print and pay their own people with their worthless currency. I mean, this is why, this is a completely different tangent, but now that I'm like thinking about it, I want to say it. This is why currencies like Bitcoin are becoming so attractive to people, because it's something that can't be touched by any foreign government, by any government, like, or regulate it similarly to how they regulate and manipulate their own currency. Like, it truly is a safe haven for a lot of people. But anyway, guys, this video is getting kind of long. This one was I I don't know. I felt like I had to make a little video about this segment, this Fox News segment. It's such a Fox News is such a circus, man. Like all the major media outlets are. But it's fun to talk about these sort of things. I don't know. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please drop me a like down below. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think Gen Z men are onto something here, or do you believe they just need to suck it up? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoy this sort of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would help me and the channel go a long way. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Later.